So what I'm doing is reshaping this hull here with the Dremel and a little bit of sand roller here. I never liked the shape, so I wanted this a little wider here. So I'm trying to correct that. Let's take this up like this a bit. I'm getting what I want, slowly. It's dusty. So slowly coming together. I fixed the portals on the side quite a bit. I got to sand it down. Let's turn this off so I can talk. Yeah, I brought this down further. I'm going to sand this out and shape it, clean up these sides and sandpaper them, and redo my portholes. As you can see, I'm redoing those. So I'm kind of cleaning it up and wasn't happy with what I got. So. Yeah, I'm beginning to get the shape of the hull. And it's kind of falling into place. It might be a little bit rough, but you can see it is looking better. It looks more like the ship than it did before, which is what the key is. As you can see, the shape in the back is way better, and I've got these guns less rough looking, so it's getting to the point where I'm getting pretty happy about it. After all my ups and downs, I have a little rust spots here and there, but they're getting minor, less. So there we go. It's a better shape than it was, as you can see. So I'll just do a little bit, quite a bit more sanding, and then we'll move on to something new again. I'm still working on this course, this famous turret piece, which I never was really happy about, but I have some of it built. This part here is a little rough looking, but you know, I might get to the point where I just move on, because I think the ship's going to have this kind of, you know, home-built character anyways, so what can I say? Yeah, so the hull is improved. I just painted with some undercoat to have a look what it looks like, and I'm much happier with the actual body, the way it looks, and the back. So I think I've got basically my problem solved. Plenty of filler, I suppose, and filing and dremeling, so, but I think I've kind of captured what I was looking for here a bit better. Yeah, I am literally taken off from the advice of everybody. I decided to change the upper decking just a little bit and make the very top one. This one is just to make it cleaner looking, and I'm using a thinner top one, and I'm going to put maybe a little railing around it, so that it gives it kind of what the effect, and a little higher up here. So it has some effect. So it looks more like the original, which is here. See, there's a little railing there. So I'm most likely going to add that to add to this a little bit. So Thanks everybody for their input, and I think the solution I found, we've basically from your suggestions I found the solution. 13mm, and here we go with the chimney for the boat, which is 15, I'm sorry, that's 15, 14, 15, we'll say 15 to be careful. And this one is, sorry, I did that wrong, 18. So yeah, I need 3mm off of this, and it has an angle on the back here. It's swooping up. So I'm trying to get that here, that angle, and then I'll file it. Just using a knife and putting down on the wood here. My knife isn't the sharpest, but I have another knife here, a different type. Huge thing, we'll try that. Yeah, that's a bit better. It's a bit more like a carving knife. You know, I'll get down to that magic number in a minute. That wasn't even 1/2 millimeter, so. Always the trouble is you end up taking too much off. Can't go back, you know. We're already down to the 12 mark. Yeah, just keep doing this till I get this shape I want. Yeah, we're down to, how did I say 12? Why do I do that? It's 17 right now. I think this one was 15, yeah, see? A little bit of fighting in that, so a little bit more of a shave and then we'll file her up. Oh, wrong knife again. I gotta go get one of those oil stones I used to have in Vancouver. It's gone a little crooked there, but ooh, 1/2 millimeter to go. So we'll just try to straighten this out a bit. That's close enough. There's 1/2 millimeter to go and I can file and shape this now. So I'll take a little bit of a file and clean this up a bit. This part of the chimney is fairly straight, so as you can see, it slants from about here down, so I have to get that slant in now. And that's my filing again. My forte, I'd say. 6 months in apprenticeship I did this, on metal, not on wood. Yeah, we're beginning to get it. Look, it needs a little straightening, but so, I have my chimney here, it's coming along. As you can see, toothpick on the edge for the vent. I made 2 or 3 of these actually, but they didn't work. They didn't look good. I tried them out of wooden dowel, right? Dowel, balsa wood, and then I got a cap from a kitchen cabinet. You put them on the screws and put it in the drill and filed it to the right size and cut off the tab on the back and glued it on. And this is just a pin cut off to make the little mast behind, if you can see that. So there we are. We're going to let that dry and then we're going to try to make the upper part. And it's coming along nicely. So let's get that centered. There we go. And you can, there you go. There you go. You can see it quite well now. here we go. And we'll put them both the same way around. See? I got spotlights and the little cabinets down here on the bottom to build yet, those ones, and then the platform and that. So there's quite a ways to go. So this is going to take me quite a while, this just making this little piece. And you know, I have other detail to do which is very complicated, like these here. Get out of the focus there. There you go. See the towers? They actually stand up like that. Here, like there you go, like that. So there's an awful lot of detail on that as well. And there's two of them. So there's a lot of work to go yet. Tally ho. Yeah, so I made the deck out of balsa wood. And, oops, sorry. I made the deck out of balsa wood, this deck, and it actually broke when I got to put it in. Then I went to do this next one, and I had to make this out of this plywood here, as you can see it, so that it wouldn't crack. And then I had to slot it in the chimney to give this a little bit more support, otherwise these ends seem to snap off and break off and all sorts. And as you can see, I had to adapt a little bit of a different design so that I had more strength in the back here so it didn't keep breaking off on me. And then I can put the two cabins, which are here underneath, and the spotlights on once it dries. So it's beginning to shape up. It's been taking a long time. The whole piece took quite a while, and it still isn't kind of finished, so I might need a little bit of filler around the chimney just to clean it up a little, but I'm going to let it dry like that. It looks pretty straight. So I'm going to let it dry like this, and then add on more, the railing and some other little things. So, very trenchy arty.